I think abstracting landscape is really, for me, is trying to keep one foot in the landscape camp and another foot into the abstract. I was going to say impression, but expressionism. I'm not really an out and out lover of totally abstract art, but I do like some of it. I love the great Sir Howard Hodgkin, and I do like Jackson Pollock because he was so original. But I base all my work on landscape and cups of tea, of course. And one of my favourite artists at the moment, this genre, is Jackie Gardner. So I'm going to try to abstract what can I say, a Mitcham Common, one of my Mitcham Common type of landscapes, but I want it quite. Oh, let's tighten that up, otherwise you're going to bang. So I'm using mostly primary colours. Let's get this going. I'm using an inch varnish brush. I bought a new one on Saturday. They don't stay pristine for too long, but then they're quite expensive. It's five quid that one. But I don't think where I bought it from was the best value. Put a bit of lemon yellow in there, a bit of red. Why not? Hopefully come down to the horizon. I've only painted in a light red colour underneath this because I'm going to do the lake, because it's obliterating one of me old landscapes, watercolours that didn't really do a lot of good. It wasn't a lot of the paintings look slightly better online than they do in real life, and that's why I don't really like selling them online, because I hate people to be disappointed. Now, Mission Common, there are 7 islands on this large pond, small lake. I'll just get that covered up there a bit better. We'll put in a bit of background lake, foliage. Let's keep it nice and high key. I'm using blue yet. Get some reflection, get some harder stuff in on the background. On the horizon. There's a lot of white in acrylic. So I buy the good quality white, the Galleria. This one, it's a 500ml tub, and you can't be stingy when you use big colours like that. And I'm using Wilkinson's. They're acrylics. They're cheap acrylics. Not all of them. This was an artist quality orange because I couldn't get the Wilko in this, and I'm enjoying using orange. And my ultramarine, my cadmium red, to show you my palette, is these are the Wilko colours. That one, the black, the lemon yellow. No, the lemon yellow is a Reeves. That's a Reeves, a small tube of Reeves. Some mid yellow, some orange, and you can do most landscapes with those sort of colours. I love using black, but I don't know whether I'll use it in this. But I want it quite diffuse and And some of these acrylics do look nice in frames mounted, and I've got a couple. Let's have a bit of the right, get some dark in there. Blue, red. No, let's put an island in there. Dark. Red and blue. And we're just going to drag that down. Thick, luscious, juicy paint. Not trying to go too much on the form of this. Just put this laid back a little bit into the background. Yeah. I've done a revision. Oh, it might have said, but I've just done a revision of the Galway Bay I did on Saturday, large painting. Right, let's just a little yak. I'll wait that to dry off a little bit. I'm going to put in some even darker colours and work in some of the orange. I'm just working for a way to go with this at the moment. Right. A bit of blue in there, a load of white. So a nice summery sort of day. Ooh, I've got my slipper caught under my table. Right, I want a darker yellow now, so I'm going to use some light red in with the orange and orange, red. Get these reflections going above and below. These have got a bit greeny there. I might drag over that because it's just a little bit too similar to the right hand side of the island, but let's bring the island down and get the warm colours in there. So warm, but the orange seems rather cool orange, which is okay. I'll put some greens in this. Now bring some of that sky colour in here. Now, if you want to do something with the tops of those trees there, maybe a bit of bluey green. I use a bit of viridian. I love viridian. I don't use it a lot. I certainly don't use it in watercolour, but I like it in acrylic. You get these lovely, brilliant, lovely blues, cool blues. Nice bit of green to complement the reds, and the. Just what I mean by trying to keep one foot in the realism camp. And complement that with the red or the orange. There's a colour in there. Just straighten up a little bit. Soften a little bit. Look at that dark in there. Okay. Can't really think of too much more to do with this. I'm painting I'm just painting, just adding colours and see what happens. The darks. This is an island, and it should really be higher than the surrounding. Let's maybe we can just change that a bit there. A nice bit of green in there, dark green. Maybe some of those bluey greens in the background here. Could try and give a bit of unrealistic distance to that. Let's drag that down on there. Only two left. Yep. I want some darker colour, I think, in the reflection now. So blue, red. It's catching the high spots here. want to put some dark on there, I think, on this bit here, just to separate it from the background. So just blue and red. Alright, I want to reduce the height of that background. That doesn't seem to be quite reading right, so a bit of blue. And when you paint down to what's already there, right onto the top of these trees, you get a greater impact, I think, than superimposing the sky, superimposing the trees onto a already painted sky. We can soften all that. Soften. Just bringing that light back into the background. It's just to reduce that. Now, I'm going to dry this and see if I can just scumble over that bit. I don't like that white line across there, and I want to bring this island further over into across the divide. Otherwise, we're separating into two halves. Oh, let's put a glove on. Stay with me. Clean. Right. Well, let's reduce that, and let's bring in some of that orangey colour, white. Obliterate some of that line which I don't like. I'm just working this till I think it looks a bit right, rather than just reduce that a little bit there. Maybe a little bit darker there. Well, this is a bit better, but this is just a little bit too clean. So let's just dirty it up a bit. Right, now we're certainly turning it more abstract. Blend a little bit of that, it's just a little bit obvious. Okay, well let's have a look at that in the mount and see what we've done. So let me glove off. I hope that'll it's not going to stick on that, it's a bit damp I think. Put a bit on the bottom. Oops. Better pick it up, otherwise I'll forget where it fell. A little bit there. And a bit on that corner where it's dry. Right, now what mount should we use? Dark mount, the blue mount? So we've gone from Coast to Mitcham Common Abstract. Right, well let's have a closer look at it and see. Maybe I need to go up a little bit in there because it's just a little bit. I'll find my brush. There it is. Right, that'll do, that's separate, that makes that bigger than the background. Painting on watercolour paper, I don't think I roughed it up with a bit of powder. Provided it's fairly flat, you can drag over and get this pastel effect. You can do that with oil, but it's quite easy with acrylic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. So let's zoom in and just have a look around. Have a nice little colour. I was inspired to do this one by Jackie Gardiner, but it's my view, and it's probably more abstract of Mitcham Common, Seven Islands than I've done before. But I hope you enjoyed that. It's a bit different. So centre it. Just have a look at that for a few seconds. Right, goodbye.